Hey everyone, I'm Big John and welcome to another episode of the Disability Show. This week, once again, coming to you from my RV. So, this week I want to talk to you about park hopping tips. Now, at the moment, ever since the park hopping came back to the parks back in 2021 from the pandemic, if you're park hopping and you can't do it until 2 if you're going to Walt Disney World, or if you're at Disneyland, you can't park hop till 11 a.m. But, so, park hopping is very convenient, especially if you want to do 2 or more parks in one day. Like, you could go to one park, hit another ride, and 2 rolls around, you can go to another park, hit a different ride, go back to your room, use the pool, which we always talk about here. And then when you're all rested up, you can go back to another park for some nighttime stuff. As they said back in one of the old early 2000s resort TV things, the park hopper is more flexible than a carnival contortionist, and you can't argue with that. So yeah, if you're going to the parks and want to do more than one park a day, definitely have the park hopper, because it helps a lot. So anyway, that's my tip. As always, if you have any questions on how to do Disney for people with disabilities, let me know in the comments. I'll make sure it gets to a future episode. And now it's time for this week's Top 5. So, 4th of July is this Tuesday, and as a son of retired Navy, both my parents were in the Navy, we celebrate the 4th of July in more ways than one, because it salutes to this beautiful country of ours. And Disney celebrates America 365 days a year, but especially on the 4th. So this week we're going to cover my top 5 patriotic things at Disney. Number 5, the Hall of Presidents, which is in Liberty Square at the Magic Kingdom. It is one of the opening day shows where you see the animatronics of some of our nation's greatest leaders, and that's all I'm going to say about that, because we do not discuss politics on this channel. You can all leave your political comments to yourself, and if you want to comment about the Hall of Presidents, just say it's good, or just try to keep your comments as far away from political as you can. Number 4, the golf cart parade at Fort Wilderness. Now, from videos I've seen from Jeff and Denise over at Mouse Steps Weekly, the very first vloggers I have ever seen. Here's hoping meeting them in person is still on my bucket list, by the way. At Fort Wilderness does a golf cart parade where guests can decorate their golf carts and be part of this great parade. And I think there are prizes for it too. And they also do that for Christmas and Halloween. So if you're at Fort Wilderness this weekend or during the 4th, definitely check that out. Number 3, the special 4th of July fireworks. Now, Epcot said that Epcot Forever will be getting a 4th of July eye hook, which will do a tribute to America. And I am very certain that the Magic Kingdom will have its 4th of July concert in the sky, is what they call their fireworks. I know Disneyland will definitely be doing their 4th of July fireworks as well. I mean, you can't have the 4th of July without fireworks, am I right? Of course I'm right. Number 2, my buddies, the Voices of Liberty at the American Adventure Pavilion at Epcot. They are amazing. Some of them watch the channel. Let me know if you guys are watching. And on July 4th, their number duplicates, and they do echoed concerts where some of the other voices sing from the rafters and they join in. I think I haven't seen it for myself yet because I have yet to visit Disney on the 4th, but I've seen videos and they good. They real good. And now my number one thing to do at Disney on the 4th, or my favorite patriotic thing at Disney in general, is the flag retreat ceremony in Town Square. Now, they're kind of different, but still amazing on both coasts, the Magic Kingdom version and the Disneyland version. First, I'll say the Magic Kingdom version, where they do the Pledge of Allegiance, where the Dans come out, they do the Pledge of Allegiance, they sing the national anthem while they lower the flag, they do God Bless America, and they honor one veteran from the crowd, which I think is great. But the Disneyland version, the Disneyland flag retreat ceremony, they have the Dans and the Disneyland band, which are amazing, and they sing a lot more songs, and they salute everyone who has served in all branches. And my mom went up and saluted the flag because, as I said, she is retired Navy, and she was still in a boot at the time, so she couldn't stand up during the entire thing. So, yeah. But it's still great. The flag retreat ceremony is one of the perfect ways to cap off the daytime portion of your day at Disneyland and Magic Kingdom, at Disney in general. So anyway, let me know in the comments what your favorite patriotic thing at Disney is. And now it is time for DIS or DAT. One thing that Walt Disney loved is trains. And when you're at the parks, you can tell that trains play an important role in the Main Street and Magic Kingdom styles. So, we're going to compare the Disneyland Railroad and the Walt Disney World Railroad. On one side, you have the OG, the Disneyland Railroad, where it starts off in the Main Street station, then to, I believe, New Orleans Square, through what used to be Splash Mountain. More about that in a minute. Then a station in Toontown, or Toontown / Fantasyland. Then something Florida guests would find very interesting. They have a station in Tomorrowland, which I think is pretty funny that both the monorail and the Disneyland Railroad have stations in Tomorrowland, which I think that's pretty ironic if you think about it. And then from Tomorrowland back to Main Street, they used scenes from one of Walt's New York World's Fair shows, which was Magic Skyway, which was a drama of the prehistoric times, where you visit the Grand Canyon and go back in time to the dinosaurs. That's right, all of Disney's dinosaurs aren't just in Animal Kingdom. And now for the Walt Disney World Railroad, whereas the Disneyland's Railroad has 4 stations, Magic Kingdom's has 3. There's the Main Street Station, the Frontierland Station, and the Fantasyland Storybook Circus Station. But no matter which train you're on, you gotta love it. You really do. So, let me know in the comments which train is your favorite, DIS, the Disneyland version, or DAT, the Walt Disney World version. So, over at what used to be Splash Mountain and the Magic Kingdom, the construction for Tiana's Bayou Adventure continues, and they have revealed the water tower, which people are going to think is the icon of the attraction, for Tiana's Foods, which is a company that Tiana owns, a nonprofit, I believe. And And I'll admit, the ride itself, as the construction continues, looks kind of different since they took out the tree. If, for those of you who don't know, the original concept art for Tiana's Bayou Adventure was to include that the tree that used to be that would sit on the top of Splash Mountain. But then last year at D23, when we saw some of the models of that, it wasn't there. So, do I miss the tree? Yes. But as the tree was the center point, center drawer of Splash Mountain, I think the water tower will be the center drawer for Tiana's Bayou Adventure. And Disney has also unveiled a couple looks that Tiana will don while she's meeting and greeting in the area. She'll have, of course, her traditional Princess and the Frog outfit, but also her kind of like civilian clothing almost. So I'm looking forward to seeing how Tiana's Bayou Adventure turns out next year, because it better be worth losing Splash Mountain. I'm going to say that right now. So anyway, that's my show. As always, if you have any questions on how to do Disney for people with disabilities, let me know in the comments. I'll make sure to get to a future episode for this week's shout-outs. Make sure you guys check out Anthony the Molar Man. He does Disney Match Game every Monday night. Check him out. Also, make sure you guys check out Josh and Jenna over at Resort TV 1. They do amazing live streams from the parks each and every week. Also, make sure you guys check out Nate, aka Mr. Page and Mr. Morrow. He posted a video the other day from Fort Wilderness where he got to be involved in the Hoop-de-Doo review, which I think was hilarious. And also make sure you guys check out Fresh Baked Disney. They do a lot of great California stuff. For the latest Disney news and gossip, make sure you guys check out WDW Magazine. If you haven't subscribed here yet to the Big John Network, what in the Walt Disney World are you waiting for? And ding the bell for notifications so you never miss a second of the fun. And until next time, may the mouse be with you.